Hi, I'm George Foreman. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? People ask me all the time, George, how do I get my idea in front of companies? How do I get a patent? What do I do next? I'll tell you like I'll tell them all. Call my friends at InventHelp.
Call InventHelp today for free information. InventHelp can submit your invention to companies who are interested in receiving new ideas. Call InventHelp today.
To get your free inventor's information, call 1-800-352-1609. That's 1-800-352-1609.
If you want to work until you keel over, have less of everything in retirement, or give back more of your hard-earned money to the stock market again, then just ignore me. But if you'd like to protect the money you save, receive a steady, predictable retirement income, and enjoy financial security for as long as you live, then listen to this. You can download a free report that reveals the wealth-building secrets Wall Street and the banks don't want you to know. You'll learn how you can get guaranteed growth, safety, and real prosperity without risking your money in the Wall Street casino, and how to get the money you need when you need it, simply by asking for it. This is the best way to have a 100% secure retirement and know your money will last as long as you do. To learn more about this method and to get your free report, go to 52security.com. That's the number 52security.com. 52security.com. Go to 52security.com.
Hurt or injured in a car accident? It can be hard to take the proper legal action after a car accident, but waiting can cost you more. The law requires car accident victims to assert claims promptly. You could lose out by simply waiting. Call 800-709-4667 right now to see what your claim could be worth when handled by a skilled attorney. With a lawyer fighting and speaking up for you, you could be entitled to a big cash award. Call 800-709-4667. That's 800-709-4667. Now it's fast and easy to connect with the legal help you need after your car accident. Call 800-709-4667. The call is free, but you need to act now before time runs out on your claim. You need a lawyer to fight for you, protect you, and get you the compensation you need and deserve. Time's wasting. Call 800-709-4667. That's 800-709-4667. Call now.
I considered suicide so I wouldn't put my family through all the pain.
Many of our warriors are returning home from the battlefield, only to face a new war as they struggle with devastating injuries. At Wounded Warrior Project, we understand. We're there to help.
Even though you think you're broken, you're not. It's the physical and the emotional healing that Wounded Warrior Project provides.
With a gift of just $19 a month, you can join Wounded Warrior Project. You'll help provide critically needed programs and services that rebuild lives.
Beautiful. There you go, buddy.
The ongoing needs of our wounded and their families will continue for many years to come. Now is the time to show your support. Call now or go online with your gift of just $19 a month, and we'll send you this Wounded Warrior Project blanket.
It made me feel that there's people out there that care about us.
After this event, we can finally maybe start to heal as a family and move forward.
We need your help. The families are hurting.
For many of our wounded heroes, the greatest casualty is being forgotten. That's why your gift of just $19 a month is so important. Please call or go online right now.
You shouldn't have to pay to talk to the people closest to you, or the people who used to be. That's why Umbrella Wireless is proud to announce the new Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan. Now you'll get unlimited calls to your best buddy, your mom, or Cindy, once she realizes that you're seriously meant for each other and should stop screening your calls. Now the 30 minutes of agonizing silence where you're both afraid to hang up may drain your battery, but it won't drain your wallet. And you'll get unlimited calls just to check if she still cares enough to pick up, with no extra charges. With the Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan, your phone will automatically answer calls from your ex, because maybe she finally realizes that you're the only one for her and wants to get coffee sometime. Now, after lonely nights of looking at pictures of the road trip you took together when everything was great, your misspelled texts are absolutely free. The only thing you have to pay for is the booze. The Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan, because she wants you back. She just doesn't know it yet.
Welcome back. Excuse me. Welcome back, my fellow Americans and freedom lovers all over this wonderful planet of ours. You know, oh, by the way, the number that you can call this evening, that this is true. You can call here and speak to yours truly live is 603-835-3224. That's 603-835-3224. And that'll get you put into me as well as be on the air for all perpetuity. So you may want to take that number down and just remember whenever you want to call this particular program. Because, you know, you probably should talk to me. Especially if you're a liberal. If you're a liberal, you know, I want to put you at the top of the list here to call. Well, not to call, but to to be in the queue. Thank you very much. I'm glad I can really talk to people about this kind of stuff. Yes, you know, put you in the queue. Speaking of queues, it looks like Whole Foods was trying to take a Good Samaritan queue. And this Good Samaritan queue, they just got their hand bit. You know, kind of, well, no, it's not exactly like the coffee giant, you know, Starbucks race relations thing, Race Together campaign. That was just ill-conceived and just a pain for them. Anyway, and it was just bad. But this is something different. Whole Foods, and this is ABC News, but you have to understand, Whole Foods kind of contribute, or they kind of, their clientele tends to be what I like to term, to describe and term them as being just plain granola. Now, what that means is that's usually the hippie type, the liberal, you know, the whole food, everything's got to be organic, everything's, you know, got to be pure and natural. They're probably a vegan. If not a vegan, they're at least a vegetarian. And you know, some of them, they won't eat fish, or, you know, even though fish is okay for vegetarians, but they won't eat fish. This is the type of people, you're going to find them in leftist neighborhoods. Whole Foods. And so this is who they cater to. So when they did this, I guess they really weren't expecting to get the kind of backlash that they've gotten. Now, Whole Foods is facing anger from social media users after a photo showed members of the National Guard, which is patrolling the streets of Baltimore, wait for it, holding food from the grocery chain Whole Foods Market. Yeah. They're Whole Foods. From the left now, from the all-inclusive, all-accepting, all, you know, open-minded left is being lambasted, chastised, criticized from the left for giving food to National Guard troops patrolling in Baltimore. Now, what if the National Guard in the picture, what if they bought it? Well, it turns out that Whole Foods hands out sandwiches to Baltimore riot cops, tries to cover it up. What they tried covering up, giving. Oh yeah. They don't want to know. If they try to cover it up, what does that tell you? That they know that look, Whole Foods wants to do the right thing. They want to do a good deed and do the right thing. So they want to, you know, help feed the troops and the police out there trying to keep the city safe, right? Fine and dandy. Doesn't matter if you believe in the curfew and the troops being on the streets patrolling or not. That's a whole different issue. What happens is now that they're there, they need to be fed. You know, they need to eat like anybody else. So Whole Foods is going to do their part for the community. And they're going to go out there and they're going to feed, you know, get some good. Whole Foods has great sandwiches, by the way. I mean, they're pricey, but they're good. They really are. Look, I don't shop a lot at Whole Foods because one, there isn't one near me, and two, because it tends to be very expensive. But I you know, at their cafe, fantastic food. It really is. Now, do I suggest people look for their closest Whole Foods grocery store and start shopping there and go eat lunch there or something. Now, I'm not suggesting that. Don't go out of your way. But I am just saying that it is good. It's very good. So they're out there giving out these very delicious sandwiches. But the problem is that they know if they're trying to hide it and cover it up, they know that their constituency, their clientele is not going to be happy with them. And you have to wonder, well, their clientele, their customer base is usually a liberal white person. So why would a liberal white person be upset with Whole Foods for giving out food to the military people? Oh, that's why, because they're military people. Don't doubt me on that, folks. And the story is well, yeah, they're trying to cover it up, man. They're trying to cover up that they're giving sandwiches out to the National Guard. Well, the real story is, once you get past the surface and you look into it and you dig a little deeper, the real story is why Whole Foods thinks that it's necessary or mandatory for them to hide the fact that they are doing good charity work here. I think we need to flip this and say, why should Whole Foods hide what they're doing? Why do you, Mr. Lefty? Whole Foods is a private company. They're not a government entity. They're not getting any government money for doing this. But they've decided, just out of the goodness of their heart, and they can afford to do so. They're coffers. And why are you against them doing such a thing? And I think you need to answer those questions more than Whole Foods needs to answer the questions about why they were actually giving out food or sandwiches to troops and police officers. I mean, really? Are we really going to let the left berate us this much? Are we really going to? They're damning Whole Foods for helping out police and military people. And Whole Foods knew that this was going to happen, that they tried to cover it up. What does that tell you about the left? It tells you that they're, they're nut jobs, for one. And when you look beyond the surface, you see that they have no brain. So, what is Whole Foods? Well, I guess. Well, no. See, the troops, they have their own food. It's their military rations. They already have that. They don't need additional foodstuffs from Whole Foods, right? Yeah, they don't need to. They don't need that stuff. They can get it from their own resources. Now, Whole Foods said it removed a Facebook and Instagram post from Whole Foods Market Harbor East in Baltimore, which we teamed up with Whole Foods Mount Washington to make sandwiches for the men and women keeping Baltimore safe. We are so thankful to them here, and they're pumped for turkey and cheese. Now, a spokeswoman for the chain says, we removed the post because it did not accurately reflect all our local stores are doing to feed people across this city, especially children. They could have had other posts that explain that too. It's pretty bad. Well, it didn't explain what all the stores were doing for all the people across this wonderful city of ours. And it just wasn't being fully explained about what we were doing. So it just looks like that we're only helping a certain percentage, a small percentage of people. Well, yeah, we know that. Well, obviously, because, you think Whole Foods and the people who attack Whole Foods is that all we're